Yo, what's up everybody? So as you guys did see in the thumbnail, we're going to be going over the best car for each price range, going all the way from 200k all the way to 15 million. So every single price range, 200k, 500k, a million, 2 million, 3 million, 6 million, 10 million, and all the way to 15 million. So yeah, we're going to be going over like each price range. I do see some people like ask what's the best car for like the specific price and stuff like that. A lot of questions being asked like that. So, and for $200,000, the best car is the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 right here. This car, I don't believe I have it matched, but it's a very, very good car actually. Let me go ahead and match it real quick. So here, fully matched out, we can take a look at the stats and look at this: 254 miles per hour, 85% acceleration, 58% handling, 88% braking, and 100% nitrous. This is a $200,000 car. Like, this is really, really decent stats, honestly. Yeah, we can quickly just go check out the acceleration and the top speed. The acceleration is actually kind of crazy. Look at this. Look at that. For 200,000, you can get this. I'm not gonna do a racer like kind of show the handling. The handling is kind of decent. It's not too bad, you know. It's kind of what you get for $200,000, but it's a very, very good car. But yeah, this is overall the best car you can get for 200,000. Now, moving on to the 500,000 price range, we have the KTM Expo GTX right here. I actually made a video about this car before. It used to be like one of the most overpowered budget cars. They did nerf it a little bit, but this car is still super good. If we go over to customization, take a look at the stats real quick. It has a top speed of 219 miles per hour, 74% acceleration, 74% handling, 93% braking, and 100% nitrous. Just look at that, bro. Very, very good stats. I already did make like a whole separate video about this car, so you guys can go check that one out. And yeah, I mean, it did get nerfed a little bit like since then, but it's still a really, really good car. So yeah, 100% recommend this. Then moving on to the 1 million price range, we have the TVR Saber Speed12 right here, and this car is a beast. I think I've talked about this before, but this car is honestly amazing. A really like nice car overall. I'm surprised I don't see like more people using this, because honestly, for under $1 million, has been the best car for like an actual while to get added. It's a very good car. Like, look at this. This is $700,000, and we just quickly like go ahead and test out the top speed on this. Look at that. This car goes 360 miles per hour. That is insane. 360 miles per hour, and it's $700,000, which is, I think it's 850,000, something like that. 700,000 or 850,000, something like that. And yeah, if we could go ahead and check out the stats on this also, very good, as you guys could see. High top speed, good acceleration, handling, stuff like that. Moving on to the 2 million price range, we have the Hennessey Venom GT, as you guys see right here. This is 2 million on the dot. So yeah, perfect car. This is really good. This is almost as good as the Hennessey F5. And yeah, I mean, just overall really good car. I don't think I have it matched, so I actually will do that for you guys right now. So fully matched out, as you guys can see here, we have some really good crazy stats. Top speed of 324 miles per hour, 96% acceleration, 70% handling, 91% braking, and 100% nitrous. Really good. This is almost just as good as the Hennessey Venom F5 that we have in the game, which is also one of the best cars, but it just doesn't have the top speed that the Hennessey Venom F5 does. But look at this, bro. Look how fast this car goes. Look at that one. Even I think I saw like 351 fully with nitrous boost. Really nice car. It handles really well, just like turning around the corners and stuff. Handles really nicely, and I 100% recommend that you guys get this car if you guys have like $2 million or under. And yeah, moving on to a 3 million price range, the best car for this is the T50, just the base T50, not the T50S or anything. Let me go ahead and quickly make this all-wheel drive so I can show you guys how actually good it is. But yeah, really good car. I already do have this matched out, I'm pretty sure, so you guys can see the stats right there at the top. Very nice. I'll go ahead and showcase the acceleration, kind of like the top speed for you guys. And I already know, bro, the handling, I mean, just look at the way this thing moves. One like only bad thing I will say about this, both of these cars that are from, you know, Gordon Murray, is they like to slide a lot, like when you're like kind of making corners. So that's kind of a bad thing. Even with all-wheel drive, they slide a lot. But as you guys can see here, the car is almost going 300 miles per hour, so it is pretty solid. Now the Hennessey Venom GT is better in this car in every other category but circuit race. This is the only like race which you can win the Venom GT over, which is circuit race. So this is kind of like what it's like, its specialty is kind of. But yeah, besides that, the Venom GT is better in basically every single way, so I'd probably just go with the Hennessey Venom GT. So yeah, moving on, we have the 6 million price range, and this one we actually do have a tie. So first we have the normal Hennessey Venom F5. I'm sure most of you guys already know about this car. This car has been really good in the game for a long time. Of course, it has been nerfed because it used to be like the craziest car in the game. But I'll quickly show you guys the stats. 100% acceleration. Still a really good car, honestly. And yeah. Then moving on, we have the T50. So these are all tied for the 6 million price range. This is exactly 6 million, I do believe. I already made a video on this car also, which it was really overpowered. I do believe it got a little bit nerfed by 3% acceleration or something like that. Like, for example, just going around in the circuit race, you guys will see like how it kind of slides when you're taking corners and stuff. Look at that. A bunch of like, just, yeah, you guys see there's like a bunch of smoke, and yeah, it kind of slides a little bit, and yeah, it just does a bunch of that. That's kind of the only downside. I mean, yeah, it just likes to do that a lot, which is kind of understandable, but it makes like the car feel like you are like on real world drive when you're not sometimes. So yeah, a little bit of a downside. So if you guys do circuit race, that is like the only kind of downside to this car. You guys saw right there, it slid a lot. And then also the last car we have for this price range is the SSC Tuatara Aggressor. And a lot of people don't really speak about this car, but this car is basically on par with the Hennessey Venom F5, if not even just like a tiny bit better. So yeah, this car's like really, really good. I would tie all of these for the $6 million price range. Any of these would be a pretty good option because they're all pretty similar and not really that different. Only thing I did say about the T50S is they like to slide a lot. So yeah, like when taking corners and stuff, it's gonna feel like you have kind of like, you know, a real world drive even when you do have all-wheel drive. So that's the only downside of like this car in specific. But yeah, moving on to the 10 million price range, we have the Rovana Racer. Of course, most of you guys probably know this Rovana Racer. This hasn't changed. This is still the best car in the game currently, all around. This car is just absolutely crazy. Best like all-around car for each race. I know a lot of people also do ask about that. What's like the best car for like every race? This is it. The Rovana Racer is still the best car. 101 miles per hour. I just crashed. Okay. But yeah, this is still the best car in the game. I don't even need to show you guys the stats. You guys already know this car is absolutely insane. And for the final car in the $50 million price range is the Solus GT. Solus GT, $50 million. This car is really, really good in circuit. That's kind of its specialty. It has really good acceleration, but the top speed does hold it back. So yeah, if you want like a good circuit car, this is it. But to be honest, the Rovana Racer, it's still kind of like on par or a little bit better with this. So if you like, yeah, instead of spending 15 million, you could just spend 10 million at the Rovana Racer, and that's overall like the best car in the game. But I don't know, this is a really, really like cool car to have if you want 15 million, or like if you already have the Rovana Racer Hennessey Venom F5, let's say, and you want like another good car for 15 million. This is really, really good, like really, really nice for circuit. And yeah, that is pretty much it. The best car for each price range. Rovana Racer is still the best in the game. F5, T50S, Aggressor. Those cars like that are all tied for the $6 million spot. And yeah, I hope this video helped you guys. I made this video because I wanted to help you guys out. And yeah, I mean, depending, everybody has a different amount of money. Maybe you have 200k, 500k, 10 million, 30 million, whatever. So yeah, I am kind of understanding of that. And also, let me know down below in the comments if you guys want me to make another part, like when it changes. For my last video, nothing has really changed that much. I mean, just a couple cars, maybe like the T50s and stuff, and like the SSC Tuatara Aggressor, some cars like that. But besides that, it hasn't really changed too much. But maybe down the line, the meta changes for like the best, you know, price ranges, like what's the best car. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys also want me to make another part about that, because I can. So yeah, just let me know down below if you guys want it. And yeah, let me know if you guys own any of the cars down below that I just listed. Let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Yo, what's up everybody? I'm going to be letting you know the best cars for each price range. Now, I know there's different price ranges and everybody has like different amounts of money and stuff. So I kind of just want to make like an informational video and kind of let you guys know what are the best cars for each price range. There's going to be 8 price ranges that I'm going to do. I'm going to do 100k, 250k, 500k, 1 million, 2.5 million, 5 million, and 10 million. And the final one, 15 million. So all those different price ranges. So let's go ahead and start out with 100k. Now, the best car you can get for 100k, I couldn't really decide. It's either the TVR Saber right here, or the TVR Griffith. We have the TVR Griffith here. The stats are pretty decent, $87,000, 200 miles per hour, 41% acceleration, handling, and braking. And then TVR Saber, 198 miles per hour, has much better handling. I think this makes it better because of the handling. Okay, so I would choose the TVR Saber. The TVR Saber is the best car you can get for either 100k or less. So yeah, the 1999 TVR Saber is the best car under 100k. You can get it for $70,000. And yeah. Now moving on to the 250k price range, it's either the Noble M500 right here, 2022 Noble M500, or the McLaren 720S Coupe. Here we have the Noble M500, as you guys see here. Pretty decent stats, 200 miles per hour, 63% handling, 34% acceleration, 34% braking, and then we have the McLaren 720S Coupe, which has pretty decent acceleration and handling. This has like a better top speed by 12%. But I think I'm going to give it to the Noble M500 because it has significantly better handling. It's only a 12 mile per hour difference. So I would say the Noble M500 is the best that you can get for 250k or less. And for the 500k price range is the Noble M600 Speedster right here. This car is actually pretty quick. I kind of forgot to like showcase the cars and drive them before, but here we go. This car is actually really, really quick, and it's okay. But yeah, as I was saying, this car is actually really, really quick, and it's only $280,000. It almost made the 250k mark, but this car is surprisingly fast. It's only $280,000, and it goes 307 miles per hour, fully matched out with premium boost. This car is insane. Over here, as you guys can see, it is $280,000. really good stats. 232 miles per hour, 57% acceleration, 49% handling, and 32% braking. And yeah, fully maxed out, this thing goes over 300 miles per hour with premium boost, which is just absolutely insane. Bro, what the? I was trying to customize my car. I'm somehow on, what is this? Okay, I'm somehow up here. But yeah, anyways, if you go over to performance, you guys could see the fully maxed out stats here. 76% acceleration, 278 miles per hour top speed, 54% handling, 56% braking, 91% nitrous. And yeah, now in the 1 million or less price range, we have the TVR Saber Speed12 right here, the 2000 TVR Saber Speed12. And yeah, as you guys can see, this car's pretty fast, and it has like, look at that, 360 miles per hour. This car's only like 3 miles per hour faster than the last car that we had, and it's significantly more expensive. So yeah, this car is really good. But the stats here on the TVR Saber Speed12, they're really solid. This is the best car under $1 million. So this car is $850,000, 240 miles per hour top speed, 50% acceleration, 64% handling, 41% braking. And then if we go ahead and look fully maxed out, as you guys see here, the fully maxed out stats, we have a top speed of 288 miles per hour, 73% acceleration, 70% handling, 74% braking, and 91% nitrous. So yeah, really solid all around car, like really good for circuit. Just all the races, really just good and solid all around car. So yeah, this is the best car they can get for $1 million or less in Driving Empire. Next, for the $2.5 million or less price range, we have the Hennessey Venom GT right here. This car is exactly $2 million. I don't have this fully maxed out, I'm pretty sure, but it is really quick. I can try to show you guys the top speed. It's not fully maxed out or anything, but pretty fast, as you guys see here. So just stock. Let's see what we can get with this. 271 and then 298 fully maxed out, or like not maxed out. 298 top speed. The vehicle stats for this car, like stock, we have 270 miles per hour top speed, 63% acceleration, 64% handling, and 49% braking. And yeah, $2 million on the dot. So yeah, this is the best car they can get for $2.5 million or less. So then we have $5 million or less, and as most of you guys expected, it is the Hennessey Venom F5 right here, the 2021 Hennessey Venom F5. I'm sure most of you guys already have this car because it was like the most overpowered car. Still like very good, top 3 car in the game. 371, and then yeah, okay. I just can't drive. But yeah, it goes 400 miles per hour max pretty much. Here for the stats of the Venom F5, we have a top speed of 310 miles per hour, 69% acceleration, 68% handling, 54% braking. And yeah, this car was recently nerfed, so it used to be even better. But yeah, as you guys see here, $5 million on the dot. And then if you quickly go ahead and check out the maxed out stats, I don't know what's going on today. Nothing's just loading. Invisible car. But okay, as you guys see here, fully maxed out stats with the Venom F5, 372 miles per hour, 94% acceleration, 70% handling, 100% braking, and 91% nitrous. So yeah, then now we're really moving on to the more expensive ones. We have $10 million or less. Now for the price range of $10 million or less, we have obviously the fake bullied, as you guys see here, the Rovana Racer. I have this car fully maxed out, and yeah, this car's fully like just the best car in the game overall, as you guys see. It's really fast, 374 miles per hour, and then 401, I believe. Yeah, 401, 402. Please go ahead and like take a couple looks at like some of the leaderboards. We have a good amount of bull leads here. Yeah, a bunch of bullies. These are like the real scores and stuff. Highway race, a bunch. Yeah, as you guys can see, basically the best car overall. Really like good car. And for the stats of the car, we have 211 miles per hour, 67% acceleration, 64% handling, and 40% braking. And the fully maxed out stats are here. So yeah, this car is overall really good, solid. It's basically the best car in the game right now, the most overpowered car in the game right now. So yeah, and for the final price range, $50 million, we have the McLaren Solus GT. So this car is $50.5 million, but I just considered it because yeah, it's a little bit over 500k or whatever. But as you guys see here, this car is insanely quick. Really good car for rush hour. The top speed limits it a bit, but bro, I don't know why the car keeps not loading in. But yeah, as you guys see here, the stats, bro, 100% acceleration. It's crazy. 276% miles per hour top speed, acceleration 100%, handling 93%, braking 100%, and nitrous 83%. So yeah, this is the best car they can get for 15 million. It's 15.5 million, but like the Audi R18 isn't really that good for the price, so I just put this on here because if you have 50 million, you might as well just grind another 500, and then yeah, you can get it. So I hope this video helped you guys, and yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Yo, what's up everybody? So as you guys did see inside on the thumbnail, I'm going to be going over the best car from each brand. Now, I did do this about 7 months ago, I believe. Kind of like a long time ago. We have gotten a lot more brands since then. We have a total of 28 brands in the game, I believe now, which is crazy to say. Definitely a lot more than we had before 7 months ago. So I'm going to be going over the updated best cars from each brand, or best car from each brand, sorry. So yeah, first brand we have is the Polo, and the best car from this brand is the IE Orange Dragon. Now, I'm not completely sure if I have all these cars matched out on the list, but this car is pretty crazy. I mean, yeah, look at this. Look at the top speed on this thing. I'm actually pretty sure this used to be like one of the best rush hour cars like back then a little bit. It was pretty good like in the top 3. So yeah, this car's overall pretty solid, goes pretty fast, and yeah. Moving on to Audi, we have Audi, and that car is the R18 Ultra. Here we have it, the Audi R18 Ultra. Honestly, this car is definitely a scam for the price which you actually buy it for. I believe this is $15 million. Definitely not worth it for the price, but it is the best Audi overall. Pretty like good car, but it's definitely not worth it for the price, so I really don't recommend it, to be honest. Then moving on to Pininfarina, I can't even pronounce that right. We have the Battista, what is this? Battista Edition, Farina, yeah. The limited, basically. This car is not too crazy. It's not, like, too much better than these two, but it is pretty solid overall. Then, moving on to Bentley, we have Bentley. It is the Continental GT3. This car actually used to be super overpowered when it came out. They've definitely nerfed it a lot, but this car used to go, like, literally 300 miles per hour. Now I believe it goes around 250. Let's go ahead and see the top speed on this thing. Acceleration isn't anything crazy, as we can see, but here we are. We're climbing 230, 240, 250. Oh, it's still going 256. And then full boost, 273. So yeah, this car's pretty fast. Definitely faster than it should be. But yeah, pretty solid overall. Then moving on, we have Cadillac, which I believe is actually the Cadillac Escalade V, which is surprising. You would never think an SUV would be like the best one, but it actually is. Because we have these both like old cars over here. Yeah, these are both old. So that is the reasoning why. Yeah, these are very slow. So the Escalade V is the best car from Cadillac. Very cool SUV, by the way. Like, look at this, bro. 6 seats. That's actually pretty cool. Then moving on to Chevrolet. I believe it is the 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 over here. Here we have it. This car is actually really good. If you guys actually watch my Porter Rich series, I actually started out with this car. It is really solid. Look how fast this car picks up. And this car's cheap, bro. We're going almost 300 miles per hour. This car, I believe, is maybe like 200,000 or less. Yeah, this thing is honestly kind of crazy. Then, moving on, we have Di Tommaso, which is the Di Tommaso P900. This car is beautiful, by the way, and really underrated. This car is crazy. It is a whopping $9 million, but man, I gotta say, this thing looks absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and quickly see the top speed on this thing. And with this car, we get a top speed of, I believe, 310. Okay, 310. That's really solid, honestly. Moving on, we have the Vel. Only car we have from the Vel is the Vel 16. You guys already know this car is pretty fast. I believe it's the second fastest car in the game. Just like 1 miles per hour slower than the Jesko, if I'm not mistaken. So, very fast car. Was previously the fastest car in the game. You guys already know this thing's crazy. Then, moving on, we have GMA, so Gordon Murray. And the T50S would be the best car for Gordon Murray. So, yeah. This thing's, like, honestly really good for, like, rush hour or, like, kind of short races where you're taking corners and stuff. It is really solid, to be honest. I definitely do recommend it. I believe it's around 6.5 million or something like that. So, not too bad of a price. But, yeah, this car is really pretty good. I think it's a little bit slippery, which is kind of like a downside. But, yeah, that's kind of it. Moving on, we have Hummer. And we only have 2 Hummers currently in the game. And that is the 2009 Hummer H2, which would be the best from the Hummer brand. I mean, this car is not too fast, as you guys can see. This car is pretty big, and it's, look at this. Look at the way it turns, bro. This car is very heavy. So, yeah, it's nothing really crazy. 160 we're going, kind of expected. Moving on, then we have Hennessey, and the best from this is the Hennessey Venom F5 Revolution Roadster. Overall, it doesn't have the highest top speed, but it is overall the best, like, handling, overall, just best car. And with this car, we're going a total of 389, I think I saw. Top speed, 389. So, this thing almost pushes 400, and the handling on this is pretty amazing. Moving on, we have the Jaguar, and the best car from this, I believe, is the XC220S, which is a collection car, which is not too expensive. I believe it's around 6.7 million. Nothing crazy, kind of like fairly priced in my opinion. I'm not sure if I have this matched out, but it is a pretty solid car overall. Not too bad. Moving on, we have the KTM, and it is the Expo GTX. This actually used to be one of the best budget cars. I think they did nerf it a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe just a little bit, but this car was kind of crazy when it came out. The handling was insane on this thing, and a really good, like, overpowered budget car. And as we see, we're going 247, it looks like, with this car. Moving on, we have Koenigsegg, and the best car from this is the Koenigsegg Jesko, as kind of expected. Yeah, this car is crazy. I'm pretty sure it's the fastest car in the game currently, going, I honestly forgot, I think it goes 400 miles per hour or something. I'm not completely sure what's the number of how fast it goes, but I mean, this car goes, oh, I think I saw like 413 there. Yeah, like 413. Yeah, this car goes pretty crazy. I think it's only like 1 miles per hour faster than the Devil 16, but yeah, it is pretty crazy. Moving on, we have Lamborghini, and we only have 2, and as expected, obviously the Temerario is going to be better than the Urus SC. This car's really nothing crazy overall, but definitely the best out of the 2 Lamborghinis. And yeah, I mean, I do think it looks nice. I really do like this interior. It is pretty nice in my opinion. Moving on, we have Land Rover. Look, bro, we have so many brands in the game. It's actually kind of crazy to think about. And the fastest car from this is the Range Rover Sport SVR. Yeah, I put out the wrong car. Here we go. This thing right here, still broken over here. These still need to fix this bug because, yeah, nitrous is definitely not supposed to be there. Well, yo, this car is low-key pushing, bro. For an SUV, we're going 210, and then 240 basically on a Range Rover Sport SUV, which is crazy to think about. Like, this car is pushing for an SUV really, really quick. Might be the fastest SUV in the game, besides the Urus, maybe. I'm not sure. Then Lotus, we have the Evija. Honestly, they made this car quite slow for what it is. Like, you would think this car would be like a crazy, you know, drag demon or something. Like, you know, it's an electric car. You would think it would go crazy 0 to 60, but it's really nothing that crazy. But it is the best out of Lotus. So 260 miles per hour, and then we're getting 288, I believe, fully maxed out premium boost. Moving on, we have McLaren, and the best from this is the Solus GT. This car is definitely stayed as like one of the best, like top 5, top 10 cars in the game. Really, really good and like balanced overall. The handling is crazy on it. Top speed is pretty good on it. Also, I believe it goes like around 300 miles per hour with full premium boost. So yeah, this car is pretty crazy. Handling is definitely one of the things which, you know, bumps it up a lot. Then moving on, we have NASCAR, and I believe all the NASCARs are pretty much the same, if I'm not mistaken. They are literally all the same. So literally any option. My personal favorite, I would say, is probably the Mustang. I really, really like how this looks. I think this is really, really cool. But they all go the exact same speed, if I'm not mistaken. They're literally all the same. So all the NASCARs are the best. Then we have Nissan, and from this is the 2017 Nissan GTR, which I believe is the newest which we have. Yeah, it's the newest kind of like Nissan which we have. A little bit faster than the 2011 Nissan. Nothing too crazy. Then moving on, we have Noble. I believe it is the Noble M600 Carbon Sport, which I believe was like a limited, which you got from like building it, going around the map, and you had to like build a car basically. And this car's like actually really, really quick for what it's worth. Let me see if I can get her up to like 300 miles per hour. I'm pretty sure it goes. The acceleration is actually kind of crazy on this. Look at that. 272 and then 301. This is crazy. 301 miles per hour. Yeah, really, really good. And then we have Pagani, and the best from this is the Hara BC. 2016 Pagani Hara BC. I know a lot of you guys think it's the Hara R, but overall the Hara BC is just a little bit better, I'm pretty sure. They're like almost tied, but like the Hara BC is just a bit better. And we see we're getting a total of 313 miles per hour. That's actually crazy on a Pagani. Yeah, that's crazy. With full premium boost, of course. Then we have Pontiac, and the better option is obviously going to be the Pontiac Solstice. I mean, they're both pretty slow cars, to be honest with you guys, but the Aztec is, you know, definitely not the better option. Yeah, this car's just goofy, bro. Then moving on, we have Porsche, and the best from this is the 918. Both of these go the exact same speed, by the way, so it doesn't matter if you have the 918 Spider or the limited version, but it is going to be the 918 what's it called, Salzburg Racing Design, which is going to be the best from Porsche, going a total of 256 miles per hour, and then full premium boost we're going 285 miles per hour. Pretty nice. And then we have SSC. From SSC, the best is the Tour Aggressor. If I could, here we go, the Tour Aggressor. This thing is basically on par with the Hennessey Venom F5. So yeah, this car is really, really good and very, very kind of slept on. People don't really talk about it as much, but this is kind of like an alternative for the Venom F5. It's a little bit more expensive. I believe it's about like $1 million more, but it is really, really good and goes really fast, and I cannot drive. Moving on, we have TVR, and it is the Saber Speed12. That is the best car. 2000 TVR Saber Speed12. This thing's like a really, really good budget car also. Goes really, really fast. I believe it goes around 300 miles per hour very, very easily. And yeah, here we are. 287 miles per hour. And then we're going a total of 316 miles per hour I saw. I think that was like the fastest I've seen. That's kind of crazy. Then we have W Motors, and the fastest from this is the Fenrir Super Sport. These are both pretty similar. I just believe the Fenrir Super Sport is just a little bit better. It is a newer model, so kind of expected, but this thing looks crazy, honestly. I mean, like, I don't really use this car much, but like, this thing looks kind of insane. Look at that. Wait, this is actually way faster than I thought. Look at this. We're going 296 and then 326 miles per hour with like full premium boost. That actually kind of surprised me. I did not expect it to go that fast. Yeah, this car is like pretty quick. That's actually kind of crazy. Then moving on, for the last brand, we have Zenvo, and the best from this, I believe, is a Zenvo Aurora Agile. I'm pretty sure it is the Aurora Agile. I don't know if I have it matched out. Alright, so now I have this car fully matched out. It was definitely not fully matched out before. Upgrades are very, very expensive. Please lower the upgrade prices, Vodettes. But here we go. Let's go ahead and test out the top speed on this thing. So, I'm assuming this car could definitely reach higher than 300 miles per hour. We're at 200 right now. We're about to reach 300. Okay, dang. Hold on. We're going kind of fast. 335, and then full premium boost, 364, I believe I saw as the highest. Dang, yeah, so this car is pretty fast. It's definitely not worth it for the price. I'm pretty sure it's like 9 or 12 million. Definitely very, very overpriced. This should have been a limited instead of the Aurora Tour. But yeah, I believe the Zenvo Aurora Gale is the best from Zenvo, and that is all 28 brands which we have in the game and the best cars from each brand. Hopefully this video helped you guys and you guys found it informative. If you guys are kind of wondering, like, maybe you have a favorite brand in the game and you kind of want to know what's the best performing car in the game, there you go. Now you might know that. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Updated version that I wanted to do for you guys, since I haven't done one in like a little bit, honestly. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this, and what is your favorite car and brand in Drive an Empire currently. Let me know down below in the comments. I'm actually curious to know. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody. And yo, what's up, everybody? In today's video, as you guys did see by the title and thumbnail, I'm gonna be going over 10 cars that you must own in Drive an Empire. These are kind of just based off like looks. A lot of these are performance, but some of these are just kind of looks, a little bit random. Kind of like 10 cars I think is a very, very good selection between performance, sound, and kind of like, you know, performance. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Just to let you guys know, it's not like in any particular order, it's just kind of random. But let's get to the very first one, and that very first car would be the Hennessey Venom GT. Now, why would I actually give this, like, you know, being one of the best cars, like a car that you must own in Drive an Empire? The Hennessey Venom GT is a very good car. It has held its weight for a very, very long time. Right here, we're about to test out the top speed. We're about to go. I mean, look, even with the nerf, okay, I cannot drive. What is wrong with me, bro? All right, let's try this again. So as we can see, we are going 352 with full premium boost, and we're going 323. So this car has been very good for a long time, the Hennessey Venom GT. And the best thing about this car, it's 2 million. I mean, it's 2 million. It's such a good car. And I'll probably pop up the stats right here on the screen, but it is a very, very good car. It has kept up with the Hennessey Venom F5 for like a long time. Obviously, the Hennessey Venom F5 is a little bit better, but I mean, the Hennessey Venom GT is dang near like very, very close in stats. Very, very good car. Has been very, very good, and definitely easily the best car under like the $3 to $2 million price range. So yeah, and moving on, we have the Koenigsegg Jesko, and I mean, this one's obvious. This is the fastest car in the game. I think somebody told me the Velocity might be the fastest now. I'm not completely sure, but I don't know. But it's definitely one of the fastest, or if not the fastest in the game, and it just speaks for itself. I mean, even with the nerfing and everything, the handling, this car is easily still top 3 in the meta. It is still a very, very crazy car. We're going 370 miles per hour and then a full 400 miles per hour now. So we only went on like 13 to 15 miles per hour now with the new nerf that we actually got. But yeah, I mean, this car still holds its weight. The handling is pretty decent. We can see, I mean, it's really, really easy to turn the car, honestly. We can see right here, fully maxed out, we have vehicle stats of the top speed of 372 miles per hour, 90% acceleration, 74% handling, 100% braking, 100% nitrous, and yeah, I mean, this car is just totally cracked. Moving on, we have the TVR Saber Speed12. Now, it's not necessarily just for performance. It's actually kind of a mix of both. I would say it's a mix of performance and the body kits and kind of how it looks. So the cool thing about this car is it's actually really, really good still. I think for under $1 million, this is still the best car that you could actually buy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 100%. We can see we're going 316 miles per hour. We can go ahead and check out the match stats of this. We can see right down the top left, it has the top speed of 288 miles per hour, 89% acceleration, 74% handling and braking, and 100% nitrous. But one of the coolest things, you guys have probably seen this a million times, but it is the body kits. I mean, the body kits are crazy. There's so many options. I'm not going to go through all of them in detail, but like, for example, we have doors, we have trunks. Let's say we want to change the spoiler, kind of like the cool stuff here. Racing, like, look, let's say we want to change the spoiler. Look at that. You can just completely change the look of this car, and that's one of the coolest things about this. And you can get this for under $1 million. I believe it's around like 950,000, just right under $1 million. But it is a very good car, and it is worth it. It has been very, very good for a long time. So now moving on, we have Nissan GTR R35, and this one I'm gonna say actually is 2011 Nissan GTR. Sorry, I'm gonna say this one's definitely not for performance. I mean, the Nissan GTR is not crazy. Wait, I mean, the acceleration might be actually a little good now that I look at it. I don't know, I was going downhill, but wait, let me get like kind of flat. I don't know, the acceleration might actually not be that bad. Wait, hold on. All right, 231, 250. Yeah, we could see that it is obviously not a fast car. I mean, I've gone over the body kits on this car a lot, but that's kind of the cool thing about this car. I included it on the list because, I mean, it is my dream car, and I do absolutely love it. But the body kits is one of the coolest things about it. You could just go ahead and head in here, but we have the racing steering wheel. This was an option, so I made this red. The interior, I also made it red. I mean, it is just phenomenal, the amount of options that it actually gives you. The hood is actually customized too. This front bumper, I'm pretty sure, is customized. It might be stock, or it might have a front lip on it. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is pretty much stock. But right here, we can see we have this little thing on the top, making it kind of like more of an off-road rally car. This wing also is not stock. I mean, I've done a lot more with the Nissan GTR, like added a wide body kit, stuff like that, but currently I have it pretty simple. But that's just one of like the options that, you know, it actually gives you for customizing, and I think that makes it a really cool car. And this is also like under 200k, I believe. It's really, really cheap actually. So this might be 90 or like 100,000 actually for like this car. So you're getting all these body kits, and the car that looks very, very good. I mean, performance definitely isn't crazy, but it is a very, very like nice car, and like looks wise and body kits wise. So yeah, now moving on, we have the Nissan GT3 RS. Now I'm gonna say this from the go, the GT3 RS is horrible for performance. I mean, this thing just slides everywhere, even if you have all-wheel drive on. But I gotta say, bro, I mean, I know a lot of people might be like, oh, you know, it's a TikTok car or whatever, but I mean, this car looks just amazing. If I'm being honest, I think it's just about the looks for me about this car. I mean, look at the wing of this thing. It just looks insane. It looks really, really good. I think definitely the looks is the fun thing about this car. But also another fun thing is actually how you could drift in this car. Like, it's a very fun drift drifting car in my opinion. So we just go ahead and like roll out here. I actually might have drift tires on this if I'm not mistaken. I mean, look at the way we're just drifting through here. Like, look at that. Yo, that was actually smooth. Yeah, that is definitely one of the most fun things about this is actually how you could drift. And that is why I love the Porsche 911 992 GT3 RS. And this car is also like relatively cheap. I think it's around like 300 to 400,000. So it's not too horrible. Body kits are not too crazy, I'm pretty sure. Only thing that you can really change is the decal right here. But I mean, the customization is very, very good for this. And it also has official Porsche colors, which is very, very nice. Moving on, we have the Rovana Racer. And this one's kind of obvious. This car has literally been #1 in the game for a minute. I mean, for a minute. Just overall, this car has been just the best for basically everything. I mean, except when the Jesco came in, there wasn't really much competition at all. The Rovana Racer was always a crazy car. 372, I think, yeah, this easily gets over like 400. Yeah, I mean, I just lagged a little bit there, so I can't really get it to top speed. But this thing is really, really good. It's been meta for a minute. I believe it's definitely more on the expensive side. It is 10 million, but it is still a really, really good car that I do think it is worth buying. And it is one of those cars that you must own, you know, like if you really, really want to like, you know, race and have like a good meta car or like the best car in the game, basically, this is one of those cars that you definitely must own. Talking about cars that you must own and cars you want to have if you want to win, one of those is the Devel 16. We already know this thing's insane. Bro, the acceleration on this thing is actually crazy too. One thing about this car, it actually goes to the top speed very, very quickly. I mean, you guys can see we're already at 250. We're now about to reach 300, and just like that, we are at the top speed 410. So it is faster than the Jesco now, which is actually crazy. So actually, this car is faster than the Jesco, which is crazy to say. Handling isn't really too crazy. This car has never been really too crazy for handling, really. But the speed on this car has always been something just insane. You know, it's a proclaimed 5,000 horsepower. It goes very, very fast in the game, as you guys just seen. 413 miles per hour, and yeah, the next car which we have is a Porsche 918 Spider. Either version, there's both a limited and, you know, like a normal version. I'll kind of just show this one, but I mean, they're both basically the same thing. But the cool thing about this car is the sound. I mean, the sound is just amazing. Just listen to this. In my opinion, this is one of the best sounding licensed cars they've actually added into the game, and it just sounds amazing. And obviously, not to mention the look. I think I actually have some pictures of a Porsche 918 that I took. I think it was Hydra's. I mean, I'll just pop it up on the screen. This car is just looks amazing. I mean, the customization isn't anything crazy. You can't really do too much, but I mean, just the Porsche 918 is a beautiful car. And the sound is definitely one of those things that I definitely like. But yeah, the interior, the details, very, very customized. I like the 918 Spider right here. It's very, very nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this car. Moving on, we actually have a combination of two cars for the 9th spot. So we have the Tour Striker, which is very, very good. This car is so slept on too. Like, the sound on this car is very good also. Very slept on for the sound. But we can see the Tour Striker. This car has kind of become not necessarily meta, but it's definitely one of the top 5, top 10 best now. We can see 365 are going with 4 premium boost. Wait, let me try that one more time if I could straighten out the car. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to top speed. But yeah, we can see this car is very fast. I'll go ahead and pop up the stats of this car right here on the screen. Very, very good. Very, very solid car. But very, very similar. The SSC Tour Aggressor is also a really, really good car. I'm pretty sure this is better than the Hennessey Venom F5 currently, if I'm not mistaken. And it's cheaper because the Hennessey Venom F5 got actually bumped up to 8.5 million, and this car still 6 million. So we can see we are going very, very quick. This is way faster than the Striker. 381. And I mean, the handling on this thing, there we go. And the handling on this car is very amazing. I mean, let me just, you know, kind of run like a cross country race. Hypothetically, we can see right here that, you know, just swerving through the corners. Let me actually like go ahead and swerve around this corner. I'm gonna slow down obviously a little bit, but we can see, look at the handling. I'm going 200 almost, 100, 200 right through that corner, easy. Nothing, no problem. I'm gonna slow down a little bit here. We're still going super fast, like 200 miles per hour, and we can see, look how easy it is. You guys get it? We can see that this car is very, very good. And for the 10th spot, we have kind of like another tie in my opinion, and that is the Aurora Tour. This is actually a good car that has become kind of like meta again. With the nerfs that we recently got for acceleration stuff and, you know, stats rebalancing, what's kind of like meta cars now has changed a little bit, and this car is definitely top 5 to top 10 right now. The Zenvo Aurora Tour, and look at this. Yeah, 364, and the handling on this thing is crazy. Definitely a very, very good car for rush hour, I'd say. I mean, just look at that. We were going 200. We were supposed to definitely crash over there. We didn't. This car is very, very good. And then also, probably like top 3 favorite cars that is also in the game. You guys probably see me use this a lot, like in the past. The Zenvo TSRS. I mean, the performance on this car isn't anything really too crazy, but I gotta say, the sound of this car, and also just the look of this car is enough for me. I think it looks amazing, and I think one of the coolest things about this car is obviously how, you know, the spoiler goes like this. Look at that. That is very unique, and also a very cool thing. Let me go ahead and open the back right here. Bro, that sound that it makes is actually sick. Look at that. Wait, I'm I'm gonna see if I can kind of get it in a free cam. Hold on. It's a very unique car, and that's what I like about it. And just the design of it looks amazing. I may have some pictures of it. I'll pop it up on the screen. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I know this is kind of like a random list, but it's kind of like a random list of, you know, performance cars and cars that I just think look like very, very good and that everybody should have and drive an Empire. You know, that you must own. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this list. Should I make a part 2? And let me know like any other ones that I might have missed down below in the comments. And yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody. And alright, so in Driving Empire's Discord servers, I've been seeing screenshots of people going over allegedly over 500 miles per hour in Driving Empire. And I kind of wanted to test it out with the new parts which we have. You know, we have the whole new customization system. We can open it up right here. We have like parts and stuff. It's much more different from before. So what I wanted to do is actually go ahead and test out with, I think, the 2 fastest cars in the game, which is, I think, is the Velocity C and the Jesco, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the Rovana Racer is pretty fast too. Maybe we can test it out with that. But I want to go ahead and put, you know, like old gold parts on it. We can see right here the parts obviously that are going to be the best is gold. So I'm gonna just try ahead and get as many as gold parts as I can on this and see if we can make these cars actually go 500 miles per hour. I think I'm gonna try it with the Jesco first and then with the Velocity C and see how fast we can actually get this to go and what times we can get on the highway race. So yeah, let's get straight to it. All right, so right now for my parts, we're not looking too bad, but we definitely need some more gold parts. So I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of fusing. I mean, tires, yeah, I'm gonna do like a little bit of fusing, but I'm just trying to get all gold parts. I don't have enough tires, honestly, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of fusing right now. I really wish we had like a fuse all option, bro. Like, I really wish we had that, because that would actually help a lot, but currently we don't, which is kind of sad. But I think developers might be actually adding it in the future, which is nice. So engine, what do we have? Oh, we definitely need way more gold parts for this. Okay, so maybe we can upgrade. Okay, let's do a little bit of this. So let's, you know, fuse a little bit of these. All right, so I've done a little bit of fusing. We can see right here now these are gold. So I think what I'm gonna do right now is actually go ahead and open up some more. I have 802, so I'm gonna open like maybe 100 or something and see if we can get some like actual good legendary parts without having to fuse, because that actually takes a minute, I'm not gonna lie. So let's see what we can actually end up getting. All right, let's see. No gold parts, bro. Give me, dude, I need some gold parts from this, bro. I actually needed to give me some gold parts. Oh, I think I got like an actual purple one. I don't know how rare that is, but I think that's the second rarest. Oh, there we go. I got another purple one. All right, hopefully I can get like a legendary. I low-key want to get like a legendary, obviously, so we can make the fastest build we can. All right, there we go. All right, so sadly I didn't actually end up getting any gold parts from opening up the tuning kits, the crates, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and try to get as many gold parts as I can. I'm gonna just fuse all of these, and then yeah. All right, there we go. Yo, we're low-key getting kind of stacked. I'm not gonna lie, we're low-key getting very stacked. Let's go ahead and upgrade this too. Let's get more purple of these. This takes a while, bro. They really need like a fuse all option, because this is a little bit annoying to do, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so I've done a little bit of fusing, and we can see right here I have a lot of gold parts. So let's go ahead and go over to customization. I think I might pull out either the Vel 16 or the Jesco. Let's try the Jesco first. Let's see how fast we can get the Jesco to go. All right, so here we are on customization. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, so we have 9 gold speed pistons. Okay, steel pistons, I'm sorry. All right, aspiration, I think we're gonna do, oh my god, supercharger is crazy. Supercharger, all right, let's do a little bit of supercharger, and then this is gonna be like, actually, which one's better? Oh, this is definitely better. Wait, no, let me go back to aspiration. Yeah, this is definitely better. Brakes, oh, I actually didn't even max out the brakes. Yo, that is expensive, bro. Yo, I'm actually gonna go broke. There we go. We have all gold calipers, so we're gonna have top tier braking, you already know. Here we go. We got the perfect amount actually for it. There we go. Then tires, I don't know why I didn't match these out also. There we go. We have the tires, and then let's see, I think we're gonna do just all these gold parts. Look at that. Oh my god, that added a lot of handling. Holy. And then nitrous, I actually have premium nitrous, bro. I'm gonna go broke, bro. I just got to 570 million. There we go. And we have all gold parts in the premium nitrous, and I'm pretty sure that is it. Yeah, that is it. Suspension, we can just kind of leave it like that. I already have it all the way lowered. Drivetrain, all-wheel drive. All right, let's see how fast we can get this Koenigsegg Jesco to go. All right, acceleration is not bad at all, but I want to see how it kind of is with the nitrous. All right, so let's see how fast we can get this to go. I mean, my predictions, if it goes like anything more than 420, which is usually what it gets like normally, that's insane. All right, we're doing a launch. Yo, the acceleration on this is actually crazy. All right, hold on. I'm gonna let the nitrous fill all the way up. It definitely takes a lot longer, I'm actually noticing. I'm gonna let the nitrous fill all the way up, and then boom, here we go. Oh shoot. Oh my, hold on. We're going downhill. We are going downhill, but oh, we got to like 450. Hold on, I need to run that back again, bro. We got to like 450. That was insane. Hold on, let me try to get back up to like full speed and see if we can just push it a little bit more. Whoa. Oh, okay, so it definitely gets a lot harder to drive when you're actually going in top speeds. Okay, interesting. Yeah, they made that very, oh my god, there's like wind resistance. Okay, that's realistic. That's nice. All right, let's see how fast we can go though. I'm trying to control the car. It's actually harder than it looks. Oh my god. Yo, I'm losing the momentum. Oh my god. Let me get like more on a straight road, but I think it's looking like 450. There we go. Hold on, let me just push it here. Let's see. Bro, it literally won't let me push it. Like the nitrous. What? Okay, I just fell to the ground. Bro, are we serious? But let's go ahead and test out the car, which I believe is the fastest in the game. This is the Vel 16. This didn't really go any like more than 410 before. It didn't really go anything more than 410. but I heard that this car's supposed to do like 500 miles per hour now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take out all the gold parts from the Jesco, and let's see how this actually goes. All right, so I just finished taking off all the parts from the Jesco, so now we have free roam to put all the gold parts, all the legendary parts, whatever you want to call them, on the developed scene and see how fast this goes. So stock already, this thing is pushing 340 miles per hour, and we can see, hold on, I actually need to upgrade the nitrous. So this thing's already pushing a lot, but let's go ahead and see when we fully max it out and with gold parts. And oh my god, bro, plus 5 miles per hour basically every one that I'm doing. This car is supposed to go 500 miles. Oh my god, acceleration's already insane. All right, so here we are. We are about to line up. Yo, this might be actually crazy. Let's actually start from all the way back here. We need all this space that we can actually get. All right, we're gonna start from all the way back here. Oh my lord, hold on, let me line it up with this. Yo, there's already like smoke and stuff, bro. All right, we're gonna line it up full nitrous. Let's get to it. Acceleration. Yeah, acceleration is pretty fast. Yeah, the acceleration is pretty quick on this. Okay, let's see if we can get this car to go 500 miles per hour. I'm not sure if this is the best road to do it on. I'm gonna wait for the nitrous to fill the way up. Yo, we're going so fast, the map's not even rendering. That is insane. Oh my. 494. Ooh, so close. 494 miles per hour. That's so close. I don't know if I need like better parts, but that is super close. I want to check out what time does this do like on the highway race now. Like this has to have some crazy highway race time. So I don't even know, but this might just get like 20 seconds flat or maybe 19. Like 19 would be insane. But hey, this thing has good acceleration and good top speed. So let's go ahead and see what time we actually end up getting on a solo highway race. All right, let's see. I don't know what to expect. I'm expecting like anything lower than 20.5 seconds, honestly. Yo, this thing flies. All right, the nitrous is going to take a bit to fill up, and I'm going to actually wait to use it, all right? I am going to wait all the way till the end to use it, because I feel like that's actually a smart strategy to play by right now. Oh my. There we go. 515. We got it. There we go. 515 miles per hour. I told you guys. I literally told you guys. Yes, bro. 20.7. That's really good. That's definitely my new personal best. That is insane. 515 miles per hour with all gold and legendary parts. That is insane, bro. I think that was like 515, 520 that I saw the highest there. I think that's something which I actually want to go ahead and do is test out the Jesco. Let's see how fast we can get the Jesco to go on this. So let's compare the Jesco to the developed scene. All right, so I just went ahead and put all the gold legendary parts back on this, so it's fully maxed out. Let's see what time this gets on the highway race. Okay, so the developed scene, I believe, got a time of, I think, 20.7. Yeah, 20.7, 28. Something like that. So hopefully we can get like 21 seconds around that range in there. But let's actually see what the top speed is that we can actually hit, because I don't know, it's low-key easier to hit on the highway race. So let's go ahead and see what top speed we can actually end up getting and what time that we will get on this highway race. So let's begin. All right, so we're taking off. Acceleration, yeah, acceleration will definitely be a lot better in the developed scene. It might just be because of the short gears, though, to be honest. The Jesco is definitely a lot harder to like actually drive when you're going like fast speeds. I don't know why. I mean, probably because the developed scene is a heavier car. All right, yeah, like look how hard it is to drive. Like it's getting very difficult. The developed scene is not that hard to drive, but we're pushing it. Fast as I can really get it to go is 454, and I completely missed the checkpoint. It's really hard to drive, bro. I don't know why. It's really hard to drive. The developed scene, I was going 500 and it was easier to drive, but maybe because it's like a actual like whatchamacallit, like an actual heavier car. So yeah, that is very interesting. I think the last thing which I actually want to go ahead and do is do drag races with both of these. So all right, so the Jesco doesn't have the best acceleration, but hopefully it could do decent. Hopefully it can prove me wrong a little bit. Hopefully we can get like a sub 6-second time. Something under 6 seconds, I feel like would actually be pretty nice. So all right, here we go. 0-60 was low-key slow. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna lie. And we got a time of 6.3. Okay, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. I expected a little bit more, but you know, it's not bad. Then let's try out the developed scene next. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with this. All right, let's see if the Devel actually does better than the Jesco. And we get a time of 5.6. That's actually a lot better. That is way better. We got a time of 5.6. So we got a time of 6.3 with the Jesco and a 5.6 with the developed scene. So that's like a whole, basically a second improvement. That's like 0.8 milliseconds improvement, which is actually, you know, very critical in a drag race. So overall, it is true. I don't know. I just saw people like talking about it in the Discord server that, you know, this thing could go 500 miles per hour. I'm like, I need to check this out. And yes, this car goes freaking 515 miles per hour confirmed. That is just absolutely insane. Like, look at this, bro. This car should not be like pushing this quick at 400 miles per hour, bro. Like, this is insane. This car is an actual bullet. This is just overpowered, bro. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you guys want me to make more builds on the customization, like best drift builds, best top speed builds. I mean, I basically just did it, like, you know, best top speed builds. You just gotta get, like, you know, the best kind of gold parts and the ones that just give you the most top speed, basically. That one's pretty easy. But let me know if you guys want me to do like handling builds, drift builds with the two customization. Drop some video ideas kind of based on customization that you guys would want to see me do on the channel. And yeah, oh my god, that is pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody. And yo, what's up, everybody? So as you guys see right here, we have a brand new customization revamp, and there is a lot of things that are now different about the game. So this is mainly performance customization, but I'm kind of just going to be breaking down everything that I kind of know and kind of everything that you need to know about this new performance customization. So let me kind of try my best to kind of showcase this to you guys. So I have a couple of cars here. So first, let's get the GT3 for an example. And we can see that the customization is completely revamped. How it looks, how it works, everything is so much different. So look, we have changed performance, we have refunded. Okay, nice. So in the game, the actual game, this is just a test server, you're gonna get like actual refunds. Damn, this is actually crazy. Look at this. So you're gonna get refunds for everything that you kind of bought, because we have a whole new customization system. And look how different it is. So we have the engine, which is matched here, but we have different sockets for different kinds of how do I explain it, kind of different parts that you're gonna have. So boom, right here I just equipped a steel piston, which is crazy. And look at that. So here we have quad turbo, nitrous engine, stuff like that. We have a lot of stuff like that. So first, what you need to do to get these parts is actually get tuning kits. And how you go about doing this is you click right here, and then you can just buy them with cash. Boom, right here. So look at me, I'm just buying them. Look at that, look at that. You can buy them individually also. I don't think it's doing the animation currently, or like, look, yeah, it just adds on here. So I just bought a bunch, for example. Let's just go crazy, just bottom that out. And here we have 272, and boom, we're gonna open them real quick, and that's how you actually get parts for the stuff. So boom, you can just spam, go through this, open. I'm not sure if you can open, you should be able to open like 10 at a time. That'd be really cool if you could open them like that. I don't know how it just changed from nighttime, but yeah, as you guys see right here, I'm gonna kind of just show it here. Boom, boom. So different rarities and different parts that you can actually get. It's really cool, to be honest. Like, that's super cool. They should definitely add an option where you can like open 10 at a time. But bro, look at this. This is really nice. So there's different rarities, as you guys can see, like legendary stuff like that. So let's say I just wanted to open one, for example. We could just boom, open it like that, just like I did before. Tap to open. Here we go, and here we go. Can I get any good stuff? Can I get something purple? Yeah, right now I'm just kind of getting like the common stuff, but we could see, here we go. Like, look at this. This is actually crazy. Look at that. Like, we have some good stuff now. So let's see what we can actually put on the GT3 now. We just opened about like 5 to 10. So now we can kind of have a better look and kind of see what we can actually put on this thing. So here we go. Now we have way more parts. Look at this. So cylinder block right here. Let's go ahead and equip that. Look how much faster it made the car. We have it right here. We also have an air filter we can equip. Let's go ahead and do that. What else can we do? We can put a flex plate. Look at that. We could actually see how it goes up right there. I think we actually have a better air filter. So hold on, I actually am going to go ahead and replace it, I think, because you can actually do that. So, and then I think for the final thing, I'm probably just gonna put on this little like flex plate right here, and we could see, look how nice this is. So we could do aspiration also. We could put a twin turbo. Look at this. Look how cool this is. I think this is the best one. Look, this is really cool. And then we can move on to tires, for example. So we already have them matched out, as we could see. So let me actually match them out. Boom, and we just unlocked something brand new. Wait, small tuning kit. So I just unlocked that, I guess, and there we go. Look at this. So now we're getting some brand new stuff. It just took me back here. What the? Okay, I don't know what's going on. The server is definitely a little bit glitchy, but there we go. Now we can put some off-road tires if you wanted on this thing, which is crazy. I'm not sure if it actually changes the tire, but boom, we could do that. And then we can go for tires which have a little bit of more grip. So let's go for drift tires, for example. Let me make sure my thing is on rear-wheel drive. Yes, it is on rear-wheel drive. So now we have drift tires on this, so it should make it like slide a lot more easier. And yes, bro, this thing is sliding. Like, let me try and just hit some corners without even like, yeah, I'm not even pressing the handbrake. It's a lot easier to drift now. Like, let me try to hit some drifts and stuff like that. We can still put some drift brakes on this, I'm assuming, but we can see it is more of a drift build now. Obviously, it's rear-wheel drive. And also how you obtain these is by playing the game. You can get 2 for every 24 hours. Basically, right here, we can see you get 2 for free. But the other ones which you have to grind for is just 25,000 per one, and then if you want to buy 10, it's 250,000, which I think is pretty fair, because literally just logging onto the game, you could literally just get like a good car, probably sell it, grind a little bit. $250,000 is not hard to make, and this will definitely motivate you to grind more, so you can get better parts. So basically, essentially, what this is doing, to break it down, is this is kind of just making cars more personalized to you, and you can kind of do whatever you want with the cars now. So for example, let's say you wanted like 2 grip tires on the back and 2 drift tires in the front. You could go ahead and actually do that if you wanted. Or if you wanted to go for like an off-road build on a GT3 RS, or you wanted to do like a drift build, or you wanted to make kind of like a half grip, half drift build, you could literally do that. So it's a lot more personalization about, like, you know, how you want the car to actually be like. And I think it's a really cool feature. But let's kind of just break down some other things also and kind of see how it looks like. So let me go ahead and open up some more tuning kits. Let me see if I get some good stuff. So I'm gonna skip through this real quick. All right, so there's about a few more, and let's use like a different car this time. For example, let's use the Bugatti Horror BC. I actually think I got like a rare item. it was like a purple item, so it is kind of color coded. Look at that. So we have actually new UI for this too, which is really cool. We have new UI info right here. Wow, okay, that's really cool. Look at that. I haven't even noticed that. So let's say engine, let's go ahead and match this out just normally. So as you start matching it slowly, you kind of start unlocking these right here, which is very, very cool. And then boom, look at this. Look how cool this is. So engine, you can actually click on it and see what it's actually going to do, what's going to benefit you the most. So that's really, really cool. I think for now I'm going to put speed piston because that's going to add 4 miles per hour to our car currently. And then also, what can I do? So I could add a cylinder block if I really wanted to. So there's just a bunch of parts which you can actually add depending what you get. Boom, we can make it even faster. Let's add an air filter to this. Let's finally go with a fixed plate, and then let's do an exhaust manifold. And here we go. We just make the car way faster. And then we can do aspiration. Let's go ahead and fully match that out also. And look at this. Yes, I got a twin turbo, a purple twin turbo. Look how cool that is. I'm not sure. Yeah, so I guess you could do a quad turbo and a twin turbo at the same time. So I'm not really sure how that works, to be honest. But I guess that's something which is possible because it still adds on to the speed, it looks like. So that's kind of interesting. But brakes right here, let's go ahead and upgrade these also. Let's see what some of the items I got. I didn't get anything really crazy, but boom, we can see right here, it is slowly upgrading it. So really, really cool. Tires actually haven't really explored. Hold on, I actually want to explore the tires because the tires is really interesting because this is where you could like really personalize your builds. So right here, we have a steering kit. So what this basically does, so let's say you're doing a U-turn. So let me go ahead and try and like actually try to show you guys how much better this makes. So real quick, so let's say we're gonna do a U-turn right here. So boom, we're gonna do a U-turn, and we can see it is very wide. It's kind of hard to do. Okay, it's kind of hard to do. It's not like very smooth. I'm gonna try it again just to kind of show you guys. So I'm doing a U-turn, I'm turning as much as I can. It's not very smooth, you're not getting much angles, but like a really, really cool thing which they added, which actually I think involves the tires. So I have these matched out now. There we go. So let's add a steering kit. So we're gonna do angle 1 and then angle 2, and we should see a significant difference. So I'm just gonna keep adding these, I guess. Yeah, there we go. We can add another steering kit. I'm just gonna add them until I literally run out. Oh, because I have 2 of them. Okay, I understand. Okay, I understand now. Boom. And then right now we should be able to steer just a bit better. Like, let's see, let's try to do this U-turn. It's a steering angle, so basically it is an angle kit making you steer a lot better. So I'm not gonna drift. I'm gonna try and do the U-turn again. Look at that. There we go. We did that so much easier. Remember how we did it before? We were like doing it like this, like we were going over here and stuff, and then we did it. But now look how much I could like turn. So it literally changes the handling. It is actually kind of OP. Look at this. I'm doing this U-turn a lot more smoothly. It's a little bit better. I didn't get the best parts, but we could see that is very, very cool. So you can personalize your things however you want to make them. So I think you guys also saw there's off-road things. So you could, I don't know, if you really wanted to make the Pagani Huayra BC like an off-road thing, you can. So let's go ahead and say I wanted to replace it. You can actually add F1 tires also. So I'm assuming these are just really, really grippy, and these help a lot. And you can also do off-road tires, which are right here. So let's say you wanted to do those. For whatever reason, you could also do that. For now, I'm just going to keep the steering kit on this, but that is very, very cool. Now, moving on to nitrous, let me go ahead and upgrade this. Look how cool this is. So you could pick what you want, dual system, XL system. So this kind of reminds me of like Need for Speed. You can kind of pick what you want. So right here, we have the XL system, duration, kind of like it tells you kind of stuff like that. It tells you the refills and stuff like that, multi-stage system. I'm not even sure how these like fully work, to be honest. So wait, hold on, let me equip one of these. Wait, I do have premium boost now that I think about it. So right here is the socket for premium boost. Wait, should I use... So I had the multi-stage system. Okay, let's put dual system. I'm trying to figure this out myself also while I am recording this. Hold on. I'm actually trying to see. So also another thing which they changed is nitrous actually gives you like acceleration now. So it actually helps you go faster. So, oh my god, I feel like the nitrous is a lot better, or I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Hold on, but let's go ahead and see how much a nitrous actually helps out now with the speed and acceleration of everything. So let's go ahead and... Here we go. Look at that, bro. That is very cool. Acceleration has also been changed on the cars and stuff like that. Look how cool this is, bro. This is very, very nice. We are speeding in this car. Look at that, bro. Yeah, this is super cool. I think one of the coolest things easily is how like easy you can make your car turn. Like that is super cool. And yeah, that is pretty nice. So that's kind of it for the nitrous. And moving on to suspension and drivetrain. These are all basically the same. These don't really affect too much. These are all the same drivetrain, and yeah, very, very cool. All right, so I've just opened some more things. So I actually want to see what it actually looks like. I've just opened some more tuning kits. So here we go. We have it on all-wheel drive. So let's put it on all-wheel drive for now. And then engine, let's go ahead and match this out. I got some new parts, so I kind of want to show you guys some of the different things you can do. Wait, is it like... glitched. I don't know why it's not letting me. All right, so here we have the Hennessey Venom F5. So for example, I can go ahead and max out the engine. We unlock everything like this. I actually think I got some pretty good parts if I'm not mistaken. So here we go. We got a exhaust manifold. We can see that it adds 4 miles per hour, stuff like that. So kind of slowly, you're gonna have to grind and race and kind of just level up like that. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of different parts that is gonna benefit my build in the best way. So I'm gonna put an air filter on this. I'm gonna put a cylinder block. Just a bunch of parts that you can add, and you can kind of just customize it however you want. So I made my car just a little bit faster. Aspiration, let's go ahead and fully unlock everything for this too. And then we have a quad turbo, which we can add. So you could add a multiple of the same thing. I'm not sure if it actually helps. It does keep adding, it looks like. So you could just add like multiple of the same thing if you really wanted to. So supercharger also. So I'm not really sure how this works, if you can add like quad turbo and a supercharger at the same time, because this is not realistic at all, but whatever. Then brakes we have right here. Let me see. I think I unlocked some actual good stuff. Oh no, it's just blue brakes. Hold on. I want to see tires. Let's go ahead and max out the tires also. Here we go. We have maxed out the tires. Boom. I just got some off-road tires right here, as we can see. So, and I got a steering kit angle. So let's put like a full steering kit angle thing on this and see how much better the steering is. Like, I want to see what it's like taking a U-turn. So we're going to do a whole steering kit kind of build on this. Let's unlock the premium boost, which we already have. So right here, we have a multi-stage system. So that's really cool. Let me go ahead and upgrade this. I'm just going to put some random ones over here. Let's do this. Let's do 2 purple ones, which I have. Let's do a blue one right here. Let's do Excel system, and then let's just do this random one. I'm just kind of spamming a bunch of things, but I do kind of want to see what the car is like now, how much faster it is. And it's also, I don't know what's wrong with the back of this car. It's kind of just glitch right now, but let's say I wanted to do a U-turn. Let's see how it actually looks. Look how much smoother that is, bro. Compared to probably before, it would be so much harder to do. Like, look how cool that is. That is really nice. So basically, long story short, there's now tuning kits in the game, which actually help you unlock different things, different parts, and you can customize your builds a lot more how you want it, and it's a lot more personalized. Don't worry, you guys will get refunds for like every single part which you have bought before in the past, but I think this is a very cool feature, and I think they are on the right track with this. A lot of cars did get nerfed, and a lot of cars did get buffed in a way which is definitely insane. I think like the Koenigsegg Jesko is like kind of crazy right now. You can make cars a lot faster than they're supposed to. Like the Hummer can go like 200 something crazy miles per hour, which is crazy. So they definitely need a rebalancing again of like acceleration, stuff like that, because things are a little bit out of balance at the moment. But I think it is really cool. You could just make builds however you want. You could do like a top speed build, a build which goes, you know, the fastest that you want it to. You could do a drift build, you could do an acceleration build, you could do an off-road build, whatever you would desire, or a build which has a lot of handling, like the angle kits and stuff like that. So I think it's really cool. Definitely needs some work. I think they should definitely add an option where you can go ahead and like open 10 at a time, because it's definitely like gonna take a while just opening one. And then one little thing which I actually forgot to mention is there's an inventory for all of this. So right here we can see all the parts, and we can see right here when you unlock the tuning kits and stuff like that, you can go ahead and actually customize. So this is where it takes you to customization. I don't know why I clicked this, but right there it shows you an inventory. Who just spawned? Oh, okay, there we go. That's me. I spawned a car. I'm actually dumb. But we can see that right here, if we go over to the inventory thing, which is right here, boom, it shows you all of your things that you have, which is very cool. And what you could actually do is you can fuse items. So let's say you wanted to make these green items into like a blue supercharger, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and fuse them. So it says I don't have enough parts. Let's maybe do, what do I actually like have enough of? I don't know. I don't think I have too much, to be honest. But for example, right here, there we go. I could fuse this. So boom, I could, you know, put 8 common stock tires, and I can make them into 1 rare one, which is very cool. That is very nice. So you could just fuse kind of lower rarities to get higher rarities. So let's go ahead and do this, and now we have a purple one. So we have the super. Very cool. So you can just go ahead and do that, and you can unlock more and more parts, start fusing them, and you could just, that's how you kind of just grind. Gives you kind of something else to grind for. Definitely very different, but also very cool. And yeah, but yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of this. And yeah, have a good one, everybody, and bye. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, I know that I did say I was gonna post yesterday, but I only got my PC back today at the time of recording this, so a little bit late. But hey, we're back to schedule. We're now gonna be posting probably like regularly now. Everything is good now. But as you guys did see by the time I'm thumbnail, as I did just say, I am going to be doing the best sounding cars from each brand in Driving Empire. So yeah, this should be very exciting. I believe we have a total, I don't even know, we have like 25 26 brands. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Honestly, keep in mind, this is just my opinion. Obviously, you guys can disagree, so Obviously, feel free and welcome to in the comments, comment down below what you guys think. Yeah, enough yapping, let's get straight to it. First brand which we have is a Polo. Let me scroll all the way up, and from this I have the Gumper to Polo in range being the best sounding car. So let's go ahead and hear the startup of this thing real quick. Pretty clean right there. We can hear the idle a little bit right here. Sounds pretty nice. Now let's actually go ahead and hear how it sounds when we accelerate the car. Oh my god, those downshifts. I think this sounds really nice. I like kind of like the deep sound that it has. It's really nice. I mean, some people maybe like might argue that maybe the Apollo IE sounds better. Like, this sounds nice. But I don't know, I'm kind of just like too used to the sound. Maybe I'm annoyed of it at this point, but I definitely do like the Gumper to Polo in range way better, if I'm being honest. Moving on to the second brand, we have Audi, and the best sounding from this I would say would be the Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo. All like the R8s basically sound the same, but I just picked this one because it looks the coolest. So let's go ahead and hear this V10 startup on this car. That's amazing. Can't go wrong with it at all. V10 startup. Now let's actually hear the acceleration sound. Yeah, this sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good for a V10. I do wish it sounded like a little bit better, but hey, it sounds very good. I think like Driving Empire did a good job with this, and I overall think this has to be the best sounding from all the Audis which we have in the game, because I do believe, I can be mistaken, besides like some electric cars, if I'm not mistaken here, guys, besides like the older cars or whatever, most of these new Audi models are just V8s, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know down below in the comments, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these are V8s. So now moving on, we have Pininfarina. I won't even really have to do like nothing for these. These all sound the same. They're electric. There is just... Then moving on to Bentley, we have the Bentley Speed 8 I have as the best sounding car. So let's go ahead and start this one up. That startup is nothing too crazy, but this idle is way better. Listen to this. That sounds crazy. Let's actually go ahead and accelerate now. This sounds good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the sound. I think this sounds really nice. I love the way this thing sounds. This is really clean. Definitely a very unique sound, actually. I really haven't heard anything else like this in Driving Empire. Oh my, yo, those downshifts are amazing. Hold on, you guys need to hear this real quick. Bro, those downshifts sound so good. Then moving on, we have Cadillac, and from this I have the Cadillac Escalade V being the best sounding car. So let's go ahead and hear how this sounds. This is a mean starter, bro. For an SUV, this sounds really good. Let's go ahead and accelerate now. Yeah, I can't lie, for an SUV, bro, this sounds really nice. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds really good. They did a great job with this, honestly. We do have some older Cadillacs, but I definitely say this newer one, surprisingly, an SUV is actually the best sounding out of Cadillac on the list. Then we have Chevrolet, which actually I have a tie for, funny enough, and it is two cars right here. First is the 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. Let me get out this tunnel real quick and spot it in. Startup is pretty mean, but let's actually hear how it sounds when you accelerate. Sounds pretty nice, but I also have tied the Z06 Corvette Stingray right here. So let me go ahead and start this one up. I love that startup. That's actually really nice. Let's hear the acceleration sound now. Something about the sound of this I also love a lot. I feel like it's kind of unique. It's obviously a V8 like the other one, but like this sounds really good too. So I just kind of tied both of these. Let me know which one you guys think sounds better. The 2019 Z06, is that what it is? Yeah, 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, or this one. I don't know. I really like both of these, but I just put them as tied because I honestly really couldn't decide. Let me know what you guys think. Which one do you guys like more? Then moving on, we have Di Tommaso, and the best sounding from this is a Di Tommaso P900. Let me go ahead and start this up for you guys. Startup is nothing crazy, kind of like a little bit overused, honestly, but let's go ahead and actually accelerate now. Yeah, I mean, this thing sounds crazy. Even when it's shifting, it sounds really good. Moving on, we have the Vel, and we only have two Devels. This one's like basically a tank in the game, so it definitely has to go to the Vel 16 for the best sounding car from the Vel. So let's go ahead and start that one up real quick. Pretty mean startup. I mean, this car just looks actually crazy. Let's go ahead and actually accelerate now. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't sound too crazy, but it's definitely the best sounding out of these two. It's not like a crazy sound. It's kind of like a, I don't know, classic V8 sound. I mean, I don't even know what this car is like engine-wise, to be honest. This thing is just kind of crazy, but oh my god, I'm gonna fall off. Okay, never mind. Moving on, we have Ford, and I think I have another tie for Ford. Yes, I do have another tie for Ford. So for Ford, I have right here is both GT500. So first we have the older version, the 2013 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. So let me go ahead and start this one up for you guys so you guys can hear how it sounds. Calm startup, to be honest, but this is the better sounding part. Let's go ahead and hear it. Yeah, this sounds really good. I don't really know how to describe it. It's a very unique sound. It has like a little bit of a whine to it also, which is very unique. So I like it a lot, honestly. It's kind of like a unique tone, to be honest. So I'm a big fan of that. But also the newer GT500 I really liked, so I tied both of these. So let's listen to this one. The startup on this one is way crazy, I'd say. So yeah, this startup is insane, bro. Like, this sounds crazy, but the acceleration is even better, honestly. Like, bro, I can't lie, this might be the better sounding one. What do you guys think? I feel like this might be the better sounding one, but I really like both of these. Let me know which one do you guys like, which GT500 do you guys think like sounds better. These both sound really good, honestly. But moving on, we have Gordon Murray, and from this is the T50S. Honestly, both of these sound the same, but I just say the T50S I guess sounds better. And let's see how this sounds. Yeah, this sounds pretty crazy. The startup is pretty crazy on this. Honestly, sound on this is not like super crazy, if I'm being honest. It's just like, I don't really know how to describe it. Then we have Hummer, and from these we both have like similar vehicles, honestly, but the 2009 Hummer H2 definitely takes the cake for best sounding out of these two. So let's go ahead and start it up real quick. Not too bad for like a startup for an SUV. Let's go ahead and accelerate. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but not like, you know, too bad for like an SUV or whatever you want to call this. This is just like a tank, honestly, also. But yeah, not too crazy. I mean, it's kind of what you expect for a car like this. Then moving on to the Jaguar. Best sounding I have is the HCR15. So let's go ahead and hear the startup of this. Startup is clunky, kind of what you expect from a car from 1991. But let's actually hear how it sounds. See, this is much better. Let me make this turn here. I don't think I have this fully matched. It's really slow right now, but not too bad, bro. For a 1991 Jaguar, not too shabby, honestly. Then we have KTM. The best sounding from this, I would say, would be the Expo GT4 Evo. So let's hear how this thing sounds. The startup is actually pretty crazy. Let's hear the actual sound of this now. Bro, this thing is like a mini go-kart, but hey, it doesn't sound too bad, honestly. Not like really too bad of a sound. It's nothing too crazy, to be honest, but it's not like also too bad at the same time. Then we have Koenigsegg. The best from this might be a little bit controversial. You guys might disagree with me. I definitely think there's some better startups like out of these, but I would say the Koenigsegg Jesko would be the best sounding from the Koenigsegg list. So let's go ahead and hear how this thing sounds. I'm sure you guys already heard it like a million times, but let's go ahead and start it up. That startup is pretty solid. I can't even lie. It's pretty solid. Let's go ahead and accelerate now. I think this sounds really good. I think they did a great job with how it shifts and everything. The Gear RS sounds really good. Like the startup of this, I like a lot more, but how it actually sounds when you're accelerating, like, I don't know. The Gamera sounds really good also, but I think out of all of them, the Jesko just sounds the best. The Gamera sounds like a lot of other cars, which I don't really like, to be honest. And the Regera, I mean, the Regera is just the Regera. There's really not like too much of a crazy sound because you're not shifting at all. So, you know, I think the Jesko takes the cake. But let me know what you guys think. Some of you guys probably will disagree down below in the comments with this, but I don't know. Moving on, we have Lamborghini, and we only have 2 in the game right now, and I would definitely give it to the Temerario. So let's go ahead and hear how this sounds. Startup was pretty underwhelming, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'll be honest, for a Lamborghini, this is pretty underwhelming. It's definitely better than the Urus, but it's pretty underwhelming sound. It's nothing. I'll be honest, I'm not even gonna like try and fake it. It's not, yeah, it's not really too crazy. It's not the best, if I'm being honest. They could definitely, hopefully they add some more Lamborghinis down the line, bro. We definitely need some better sounding Lamborghinis in the game. Then we have Land Rover, and the best sounding from this would be the Range Rover Sport SVR. Bro, for an SUV, that's a crazy startup. Let's hear the sound of this now. Still broken right here. The acceleration is meh, to be honest, but it's not too bad for an SUV. Like, I'm trying to cut it a little bit of slack here. Not too bad for an SUV. Then moving on, we have Lotus, and the best selling car from this is a Spirit Turbo right here, 1988. Definitely a clunky startup, but the actual sound is a lot better. This is much better. It's not too bad, honestly. For a 1988 car, not too shabby, honestly. Then moving on, we have McLaren. And the best sounding from here, I think I have another tie. And it is the P1 and the F1 is what I put here. So I honestly couldn't really decide. I think both of these sound great. So you guys will have to let me know down below in the comments which one you guys think sounds better. So first we have the P1. Bro, I love... Dude, the fact that you could do this with this wing is just... Yeah. A little bit off track, but bro, the arrow is so cool. Like, look at that. That's just satisfying. But... let's hear the actual acceleration sound now. Sounds really, really good. Then we have the F1, and I feel like this might be the better sounding one, but I really couldn't decide. Startup is definitely crazy on this. I'm not gonna lie. This car's crazy fast too. Then moving on, what do we have next? We have Nissan. Actually, no, we have NASCAR next. All the NASCARs, I'm pretty sure, sound similar, but I think the Dark Horse would definitely be the best sounding in my opinion. So let's go ahead and hear how this sounds. And now let's hear how it actually sounds. Sounds like a proper NASCAR, bro. I can't lie. They did a great job with this sound. And moving on, we have Nissan, and the best sounding car from this, I would say, would be the 350Z. Not a crazy startup, honestly, but the acceleration. It's very calm, nothing crazy, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely a big fan of how this sounds. Yeah, I just realized, I think they just made like all the cars slower. I think they actually put in the acceleration rebalancing thing, which is interesting, I'd say. Then we have Noble, and the best sounding from this, I would say, would just be the Noble M600. These are all kind of the same, but let's go with the M600 Carbon Sport, for example. Doesn't sound too crazy, but honestly, definitely better sounding than the M500, so that's, you know, why I kind of picked it. Then moving on, we have Pagani, and some of you guys might disagree with this, but I would say the Zana HP Barchetta is the best sounding from Pagani. Let me know if you guys disagree down below in the comments, but I would say the Zana HP Barchetta is the best sounding from this. So let's go ahead and start it. Up. Okay, now that startup is crazy. Sounds amazing. Sounds really, really good. I don't know. I'm just a really, really big fan of like the Zondas, like the Zonda Shinkois, honestly. And I think sound wise, it definitely wins. I mean, the Wara R sounds really, really good, but I feel like it got annoying after a while, at least for me. So I have to say that this is definitely the best sounding, in my opinion, for now, for Pagani's. Then moving on, we have Pontiac, and the best sounding from this, I would say, would definitely be the Pontiac Solstice. So let's go ahead and start it up. Not a crazy startup. You know what? I actually like the sound. You know, I like it because it's actually unique. There's really not any other car in the game that sounds like this. You know, I actually kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I actually kind of like the sound. I like the speedometer too. It's definitely unique. Oh my, I cannot drive. Okay, moving on, we have Porsche, and the best sounding car from Porsche easily has to be the 918. They did a really, really good job. I remember when like the 918 came out in the update. I was very impressed by how good they made it sound. Startup isn't anything too crazy, but the acceleration is a lot better, honestly. Yeah, you can tell they really put like a lot of good and hard work into like making this sound really, really good. So shout out to Vodets. It sounds really, really nice. Oh my, those downshifts are insane. Oh, bro, those downshifts are so crispy. I'm a huge fan of that. Then the SSC, I would definitely say the Tortar Striker sounds the best. The startup is crazy, but the sound on this is really, really underrated. I feel like nobody really uses it anymore, but it's really, really good in my opinion. But yeah, this sounds amazing. Definitely the best sounding SSC easily. Then we have Shelby, and we only have GT350. I already kind of did, you know, Shelby Ford Mustang, which is the best sounding from Ford, but I guess we could just do GT350. You guys really want to hear it? Hey, the startup is crazy though, and it doesn't sound too bad. But yeah, I'm not really gonna go over this too much because we kind of already went over a Shelby. Then we have TVR, and I would say the best sounding from TVR would be this TVR Saber Speed12 for me. So let's hear this. Sounds pretty solid. Not too bad. Not too bad. Acceleration sound is pretty solid. I didn't even realize I just went on a ramp. Oh my, okay, I cannot drive. Then we have W Motors, and I think this car is actually very, very slept on, like sound wise and just overall design wise. We have the Veneer Super Sport for the best sounding out of W Motors. So let's go and hear how this sounds. This idle is mean. Like, this idle is aggressive. This has to be one of the most aggressive idles. Like, the idle sound on this is actually crazy, but let's actually hear how it sounds. It sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely do like the idle sound a lot more if I'm being honest, but hey, it doesn't sound too bad. I definitely would say it's the better sounding out of the Lykan Hypersport and the Veneer Super Sport. And then for the final brand, we have Zenvo, and I would say the Zenvo TSRS is the best sounding. So let's go ahead and start it up. Listen to this, bro. Sounds really, really good. Let's go ahead and rev it real quick. Yeah, I definitely think this is definitely the best sounding Zenvo. This sounds really, really good. But yeah, that is overall my list. I cannot drive. That is overall my list of the best sounding cars from each brand in Drive an Empire. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree or disagree with this? I know you guys are probably like gonna disagree with some of these, but let me know down below in the comments because I'm actually curious to know your opinions on everything. And yeah, that is overall my list. That's pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody, and bye.